ho, 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 ho.
Merry Christmas!
Yes,
We can say it.
There we go. It's still November.
Oh, it's still November, but we were thankful and we had an amazing Thanksgiving. So yes, we can say Merry Christmas.
Yes.
We're so happy you're here today. We have a packed show today. So we're going to skip the small talk today. We'll catch up with the small talk at the end if we have time. But we have some. I'm a little bit on the hot seat today, Darcy.
I'm nervous.
You're really nervous for me. I am because
how fiery you are feeling right now.
I am. But you know what? I love our people.
Yes.
I love people. We spend 9 hours a day sitting with people, and we're a people company, right? And so I hate when people hurt our people. And 'tis the season. Welcome to the season of diets, right?
Yes.
Everybody is sad. Everybody's feeling like they overate over Thanksgiving. And they're all like panicked right now because they know that January 1st is coming. They know the time is here to choose their diet of the year, right? And so what I'm seeing is making me mad because people are being hurt and it's making me mad. So we're going to talk about it today. We are going there. And if you are easily offended, probably today is not the show to watch because Coach Monica is pretty ticked. I'm ticked at the doctors. I'm ticked at Big Pharma. I'm ticked at these people who think it's okay to hurt people off of a little money, you know? So we're going to talk about it. So yesterday, yes.
For those that do stick around.
If you stick around for this hot seat.
Would you please like, follow, and share this video out onto your page? Yeah. And then you'll be notified when we go live, which is every Tuesday at 11. So please help us with this algorithm wall that we keep doing. So now I'm opening the wall for Monica.
You may have somebody who is on this particular drug that we're going to talk about today. You may have somebody who is so desperately wanting to lose weight that they are willing to do and sell their soul to the devil in order to do it. So you may have somebody that could possibly, you could save their life today. We're going to start out by saying we are not doctors. We don't play one on the internet. I'm kind of glad these days. Because and everybody has to make their own medical decision. So we are not here to steer you down one way or the other. I would like to steer you away from hurting yourself. That's what I would like to do. And so we are not here to intentionally we're not here to hurt a company or to hurt a weight loss method. You know, I always love watching people get healthy. If they do it safely and if they do it in a healthy style. You and I have lost, I've lost 120 pounds, kept it off for 7 years. What we do, what we teach works. You've lost 70 pounds and you've kept it off. And we live what we teach. So it's not like, hey, you don't understand where I'm coming from. Honey, I understand. I was 250 pounds. I remember the day that I couldn't get out of bed because I couldn't roll over my middle section. Did you ever have that happen, Darcy? When you were like rolling your middle, I had all of my body fat in the middle. And so it was hard for me to get out of bed.
Mine is in the stomach and legs. I'm pear-shaped. So
You're pear-shaped?
Yes.
So you had trouble getting over your backside.
Yeah, and tying my shoes, sitting crisscross, like things like that. Chafing in the legs where I'm walking and I'm chafing.
Just holding a conversation without getting out of breath, without not being able to catch my breath because I couldn't breathe over my body fat. I hear the hurt. I understand. I empathize. I lived that way for 25 years. I gypped my children out of a mother because I couldn't run with my kids. I couldn't play. And so what we're going to talk about today, and we're going to tone it down just a little bit, believe it or not, we are going to do that.
Okay.
What we're going to talk about today, we've been there. We know, Darcy, you told me when you first started your weight loss journey with me, you said, Monica, I want to laser that fat off of my body.
Start anew.
We know the desperation. We know how, I remember saying, as I tried the laxative diet, I remember saying, if I just get it off, God can trust me with keeping it off. If I can just get it off, then I'll take it from here. What we've learned as coaches is science doesn't allow that. Science is science. And what happens with your metabolism is science. And so when you starve yourself, you will not be able to keep it off.
Even if I wanted to laser it off, just like you're pinpointing, I didn't fix the other part, which was causing the problem, the root problem. It was mental.
Absolutely.
It was mental. I didn't know how to eat properly. I would have probably continued eating the same way, even if it was lasered off. So
exactly.
That's bad.
Exactly. And most of these starvation diets have you at 800-900 calories. So the minute you eat a normal meal, which is a normal meal when you go to a restaurant is about 1,200 calories. You eat one of those, you're putting on weight again because you've starved yourself. So we're not even going to talk about the company that I refuse to mention with the big O name. We're not even going to talk about that today. What we're going to talk about is if you follow me on Facebook, which you probably should not follow me on Facebook because I have a couple of opinions over there. This is a safe place. So I try to keep my opinions away from Facebook, but I'm going to talk about one today because I'm watching my TikTok feed fill up with these women who have literally destroyed their lives because they've chosen a drug instead of doing it the natural way. Instead of taking time to do it the natural way, they've chosen a weight loss shot. And these are so popular. These are like the rave right now. Just shoot yourself in the belly. And they give a scientific reason behind this. They talk about, oh, this cures diabetes. This is for diabetes. This is for sugar. They give all of these scientific pretty names to these things. When in fact, what's happening is people, number one, here is the safest thing that's going to happen when you decide to do the weight loss shots. The safest thing is you run out of money. You run out of that $1,000 a month. Let's say that nothing happened. We're going to talk about a serious side effect of these weight loss shots. We're going to talk about that today and how it's ruining people's lives. However, let's not even go there yet. Let's say, okay, Monica, the weight came off. I'm doing amazing, but my gosh, I don't have $1,100 a month to spend anymore. I got to feed my kids. So you come off that weight loss drug. Within 3 months, people have the weight raging back. I saw a guy yesterday, and in fact, I posted that one on my Facebook page as well. This poor man was off of his drug for 3 weeks, and he had gained 15 pounds. And he's like, my gosh. And the demented part of that video was this poor man was not even talking about how to eat right. He was talking about rearranging his family's finances so he could get more of the drug. So he wasn't even saying, I need to learn how to live off of this drug. I have to take something away from my children so I can keep the drug. And that is with no side effects. Okay, so now let's go there. And if you are questioning that video, please go to my Facebook page. I posted it in the comments. You can follow this thing yourself.
I was going to say, which then brings to the whole thing of what we just started with. I did not change my mindset.
Right.
Did not teach myself how to eat properly. I would have eaten the same way that I was eating beforehand.
Yeah.
If I lasered everything off.
Yeah.
Instant results.
Yeah.
It's not
half of the weight loss battles. What we work with our clients with is not, it's 10% calories. 10% calorie deficit, right? Yeah, we lower the insulin. We have a scientific reason. And the thing that makes me so angry is after all of this is done, they still say, oh, Monica, you're teaching a fad diet. When I ask my clients to eat steak, when I ask my clients to eat whole foods, we are teaching the fad diet. But we're going to go down the road. So these side effects are not even, and Darcy, you take this one, they're not even discussed by the doctors. The doctors want results for their patients so much they're going to treat the symptoms, not the root. But what don't they tell their patient when they put them on semaglutide, Ozempic, Wegovy, all of those things?
They don't tell the person anything. They don't have the side effects. They don't have the symptoms. They have things that they've heard maybe from other clients that was happening. And I know several. It's just exhaustion. It's no hunger. It's stomach pains. It is diarrhea every single day. I've had, and this is not from one person. This is most people that I have been on this lifestyle, this choice of living, but they do not tell you because they don't know.
They do not know exactly
what's going to happen. Because I was just, when you were talking about all of this, it's the next thing that triggered into my mind was, okay, so metformin.
Oh,
when we
that'll be next week's show.
Well, no, I'm just like people have been taking metformin for many years.
Yeah,
and now there's cancer.
It causes cancer. This poor man posted on my Facebook page last week. I didn't know. I've been on metformin for 31 years, and I just found out they just recalled it for cancer. So doctors don't know. They just flat out do not know. And we have an obesity problem in the United States. Yeah. There is no doubt about that. We are going to surpass 52% obesity in our nation. We have an epidemic here. Yep. No doubt about that. The doctors know that. They know that. And so now we have these magical weight loss drugs. This one really gets to me. So a lot of people are like, well, Monica, these side effects are very rare. You know, they're very 1 in a million. Well, what if you were the one who, like I posted on my Facebook page, this unbelievably, it was a tragic story about a woman who just wanted to lose weight. She was on Ozempic or semaglutide for 5 months, had all of those symptoms that you talked about that she tolerated. She had to be near a toilet because she threw up all the time. She had diarrhea all the time, but that was okay because she was losing weight. Well, what was happening to her was she was becoming malnourished because her body was not absorbing those vitamins from the food. So then all of a sudden at about 5.5 months, she gets diagnosed with what's called gastroparesis. If you don't know what that is, go do some research on that. Basically, what it is your stomach says, I'm done. I'm paralyzed. Your stomach becomes paralyzed, right?
Which means, like, as you're saying this, there's like, your stomach doesn't work. There's no digestion happening. There's no, like, being able to eat. And then your stomach does that whole thing with the acid and like down and breaks it down. It doesn't do any of that. So think about then what do you have to do next?
Right.
You cannot eat normal food. What do you do next?
Let me tell you what they have to do next. So this poor woman says now that her stomach, and this is for life, the doctors don't know the end result of these stories. So these people that are on it, it can hit you at any time. So her stomach's paralyzed. In order for her to leave her house and go out for an evening with her friends, she has to take what's called Regland. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. Yeah. Regland helps the stomach do the squeezing thing. 80% of our immune system is in our gut, right? Her gut's paralyzed. In order for her to go out with her friends just for an evening out, she's got to take Reglan, which will make her stomach contract again and digest the foods that she eats. If she has alcohol, she's in the hospital. There's no if I can have alcohol. It's you're going to the hospital. Well, guess what the side effect, Darcy, of Reglan is? You can only take it for a little bit of time.
I only know it because you told me. But you go ahead and share.
The side effect for Reglan is a paralyzed face. So you've got to trade a paralyzed stomach for a paralyzed face, or you have to stop taking Reglan. You can only take it for a certain amount of time. Tell me what kind of life that is.
So
because
my thought is, if our gut is our second brain, if your one brain's not working, what's it doing to your other brain?
This just makes me mad because no one's being told this.
No.
We have had people tell us, when they want to go on these shots, we have had people say, well, my doctor didn't know any side effects. And we're not going to tell you what to do medically. You do you, right? So our alert to our clients is please look at the side effects. Number one, can you live with diarrhea every day? Can you live with throwing up every day? Is that okay with you? If it is, what about 5.5 months? What if you were one of those side effect people who got gastroparesis? This is for life, y'all. And a lot of these women are young that are taking this. Mm-hmm. Here's the other thing. You cannot digest protein when you have gastroparesis. So what this woman, go to my Facebook, she has her entire journey journaled out in video form. You cannot digest protein, and so there's no meat for her. The only thing she can eat when she goes out with her friends is a little quarter-sized bit of potatoes. Now, please, for the love of everything holy, please tell me why people don't want to eat whole foods, steak, bacon, cheeses. Why are we the fad diet? When these cool kids can go and get a shot and only are able to eat a little bit of mashed potatoes. And her other safe food was bread and peanut butter. Now, Darcy, you know a little bit about diabetes, right? We have learned a lot about type 2 diabetes. Look at what she can eat and look what causes type 2 diabetes. So not only is this poor woman going to deal with a paralyzed stomach, she's now going to have to face the fact that she could have diabetes because that's what these foods, her safe foods, cause.
Yes.
I gotta take a breather. We're gonna come back in 30 seconds. If you don't have your camera out, please get your camera out. We're gonna take a pause. We're gonna calm down a little bit, and I want you to download the free holiday cookbook that we have. This one I believe is the Christmas one. So make sure you take a picture of the QR code and download that. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, you ready to bring it home? You ready to bring it home? That kind of made me smile a little bit. Guys, we don't want to see you hurt. We want to see, when this comes to January 1st, we want to see you do this thing the right way. I am only taking 5 one-on-one clients this year, and there's a lot of requirements for my program if you want to be coached one-on-one for a year. And you have to have over 100 pounds to lose. You have to be willing to invest in this program, all of these things. But I tell you that to tell you this, Darcy, I did about four intake calls yesterday, interviews, because I don't accept just anybody in this program. And so I have to talk to you before you can enroll. And I talked to 4 of them, and I listened, and they were verbatim calls. You had the calls as well. I've done this. I've taken this. I was on the Big O company, lost, got to my lowest weight, ballooned back out within 6 months. I mean, it's the same story over and over. And the thing that is missing in these stories, in these diet stories, is one word. It's one word, and that's consistency. Mm-hmm. And you and I both have seen this in our own program, of which we do teach you to lose in a healthy way, right? We say block out a year of time. Yep. Block out a year. There is no such thing as fast weight loss, because those clients who don't take us seriously when it comes to slow weight loss and healthy weight loss, those are the same clients who refuse mental health counseling. We nearly require that. I mean, I am so adamant for mental health counseling as you lose the weight, because if your brain cannot catch up with your body as you're losing weight, it's coming raging back. And so we wholeheartedly say, if you're not willing to do mental health counseling along with your healthy weight loss, it is not going, you're going to do things in one is going to be way ahead of the other. And then when your mind catches up with your body will have backslidden. It's just a dance, right? And so when we work with our clients, we talk about the addiction. We talk about the hard stuff.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to do that, you could be in really, really grave trouble.
Yes.
You have anything to add to that, Darce?
No, it's a very people think that they are, singled out because they should. I mean, they feel like they're not supposed to feel those things when they're going through the lifestyle.
Yes. Yes.
But it is very normal. Like
healthy.
It's very healthy. We have to have certain seasons in our journey of slow seasons and fast seasons. Like there's the fast, I'm feeling energetic, I'm losing weight, and then there's going to be some lulls. And those lulls are like those moments where you're supposed to reflect on what's happening.
Right.
I don't think I necessarily did that 100% during my journey.
Right.
I'm doing it now. I'm reflecting now, and I'm seeing how very, very, very important it is.
Oh, yeah.
When you are doing a health style change, because you can carve down real quick. And that's when that inconsistency starts to sneak back in. You have to be able to grieve the foods the way that you used to eat. It's just, again, at the beginning part of what our conversation was, where I was wanting to laser everything off. You have to get into a state where you are willing to reflect on grieving those foods that you can't have anymore, knowing that you're not going to go and binge eat your kids' Halloween candy because that's not okay. You have to let it go and know the way that you're supposed to eat like our ancestors used to eat, with clean foods, with meats and proteins and veggies and fruits that are supposed to be had during certain times. Like, those are normal. That's why I don't understand this bad word.
I don't understand.
Fat medicines, like the O word, is in the shots, are just as much of a fad as they try to put this clean eating. Carnivores are getting hit with this right and left.
They are.
Anybody that's trying to eat natural foods. Yeah. Anybody.
Even our gluten friends. Yeah. I always like to giggle and laugh. We were gluten free before it was cool to be gluten free. So even our gluten free friends and the people who have the audacity to want to give up sugar because they understand what it's doing to their body, those people are the ones that are being made fun of. The people who are taking a gut paralyzing drug, those are the cool kids on the block these days. Yeah. We just want to send out a warning. This is not something to be played with. No. Take it very, very seriously, because you literally could change your life for the rest of your life. Yes. So there may be some success stories out there. I've not seen a lot of success stories for the people who just want to keep the weight off. Yeah. So there may be a couple of years where you can keep that weight off. But then I've never seen a success story, that they've been able to continue to keep it off. But what if you were the one who was chosen for the gastroparesis? What if you were that person and your life is forever altered? I'm going to figure out a way in our comment section. It was on my TikTok feed, this vlog of this poor woman, and she's probably 20s, that lost her life over her decision. In one of her videos, she said, I am asked all the time, would I have changed my mind about choosing semaglutide or Ozempic? I think she was on Ozempic. Would I have changed my mind? And she said, I would have never picked up that first shot. Right. Guys, you can do this. Coach Darcy and I are living proof. We do not take our clients where we do not walk. We live this stuff. We live the ketogenic lifestyle. We live the whole foods lifestyle. We've kept our weight off, and we take our clients there, but it takes a year and it takes some hard work. I believe you're worth that hard work.
I agree.
Don't cheat yourself into a fast, quick, expensive method. Yeah. they capture them with a coupon. That's another thing that ticks me off is this big pharma knows how to capture and they know how to get people addicted to this. This poor man had a coupon and his insurance had covered it. Well, suddenly it stopped. And now he was taking things away from his kids just to keep the drug. Oh my gosh, you all.
I mean, we had a coupon, didn't we?
We did. Wait. And don't you think for a second I was not tempted?
Oh.
Who doesn't want quick weight loss?
Right.
My gosh, who doesn't want it?
Yeah.
Don't think for a second that I haven't been tempted into this. And
my thought was, okay, what would happen
what happened?
if you took this shot? Because this is my first initial. Like, if this shot was like well worth, and they found some sort of magical power thing, and it actually worked healthy like, and you actually learned how to eat properly too. And if you had to get off, like you used it to get off the weight, and then you knew, you knew that how to eat afterwards. So if I knew, I lasered everything off, and I then knew the right way to eat to maintain and have the energy, would I do that?
Right. Yeah. What if these people have? And I was there with you, Darcy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, so we've got clients coming to us on these medications. We're going to teach them how to eat. Wouldn't it be great to link up with a drug company and say, hey, you need to bring some coaches along so we can teach these people how to eat? And then I'm seeing these side effects coming in like a flood.
Yes.
Once you have gastroparesis or once you have this happen to your body, there's no going back. You cannot reverse it at all.
Right.
I'm thinking, no, I don't want to work with that because we're hope dealers. We're hope dealers, and it is really, really tough to see. It's a tough one.
For me, I definitely, I don't know if it's secretly, because I'm displaying it now. When I hear somebody, that's been on it, is now off of it because they've like awoken from, I'm done having this diarrhea. I'm done having this pain in my stomach. It's not worth it.
In a window of time.
I am so excited for them. I'm like,
absolutely.
Yes. I'm so glad you had the thought to get off of this. And some people that the insurance, like when the insurance stopped covering, when they decided that they weren't going to cover this, because usually insurance companies kind of know when the things that they're not going to cover, because man, this is a lawsuit.
Yeah, they do.
It is a good thing that happened to them when their insurance stopped paying for it.
Yes.
That is the best thing that could have ever happened to them.
Yes. And typically what we have to do with those clients when they come to us, we're going to wrap up our session here this morning. But typically what we have to do with those clients is we need you to enroll about 3 months earlier because we got to reverse your diet because you've been starving yourself and you've killed your metabolism and you no longer have a metabolism. And so we have to reverse your diet, get you back up to where you should have been in a healthy level. And then we can start to put you in a calorie deficit. So it will still cost you more money if you do that because you have to hire us for 3 more months to reverse your diet before you can even, before that bird is really loud today.
You don't have him in his spot.
He's fired up. I forgot to put him behind my chair. I apologize for Winston, y'all.
All right.
So listen, you are starting a group tonight. We have 1 minute left in our show here today. You are you starting a group tonight?
Yes.
And how are you feeling about that?
I'm excited, because
we got a good group.
Excited about how I feel. And I just want everybody, every woman out there that feels hopeless, that feels like they have lost their mind, that there's these new things that are happening to them as they age, even when they're younger and having this PCOS. I want the whole world to know that you don't have to feel that way. I've been now going on this for 8+ months, and I feel the best I've ever felt in my life, ever.
Yeah.
I feel in control.
And the other thing, Darcy, is I will never offer this price that you're doing today. If you want to get in that group, you need to get into now because I will never have that price again. And the other thing is if you are like, okay, I have over 100 pounds to lose, I can't do it anymore. I am still taking applications. I'm going through them right now. And then you'll get on a phone call with me and we'll see if you're a fit, because most people are not a fit for that program. They're not willing to put in the work. So message us if you have any questions.
A normal program. If none of those sound good to you,
We do.
You need the one-on-one. I have some openings for one-on-one coaching as well.
Yep.
So,
absolutely. We're here for you.
Have excuses just because.
Be smart.
Yeah.
Be smart when you choose your upcoming diet in January. We will see you next Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock a.m. Good to see you.